I love it. Whose idea was it to look in the Corvette? Mine. This guy. Good morning, team.
And he's on time.
You guys ready? The Junior's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
The over and under that was not good. It's actually 5:31. I'm a minute late. You guys are early. I'm proud of y'all.
We got an over and under on YouTube.
Really? Okay, so here's the plan. We've rescued Tigers, Mustangs, Cougars, Jaguars, Javelins. Now we're gonna go rescue 2 goats. You ready?
GTOs?
GTOs.
Sweet.
All right, so we're going to South Texas, and here's why we have so many people here. So we got Alex, we're on top classic car techs. Junior, we're on top techs in the back for Jeep stuff. One of the cars is a one owner 69 GTO. I'm letting the cat out of the bag right up front, even though it's not a cat, it's a goat. The reason why we got so much horsepower here, and Sean as well, is because it's stuck in a garage. The rear end's out of it, the motor's out of it, transmission's out of it, the wheels and tires are off of it. And the lady told me, I've had 2 contractors over at my house and they can't get the garage door open. So who do you call when you just need something done and no questions asked? Sean. So the reason we're here so early in the morning, 5:30 a.m. is because you got to get out of Dallas heading south early. You get stuck in traffic. Get into Houston hopefully around 9:30 after the big traffic in Houston. Get the cars on the trailer hopefully in about 3 hours and try to get back here before we get stuck in traffic again. So 1 day run. Hopefully we can do it in less than 12 hours. Where's the coffee? So you guys are having energy drink in the morning instead of coffee?
Well, I don't drink coffee, but this stuff's pretty good.
All right. Why don't you get some coffee, then we'll roll.
All right, I'm out. Hey, I'm taking these shirts because
You're always welcome to take as many shirts as you
I
want,
don't need
sir.
to do that. I'm just saying I want to see how destroyed I get this shirt.
Well, that one looks a little small on you. Did the shirt shrink or did you grow?
I grew.
Okay. Or at least you admit it. We'll see you down there. All right, well, according to Waze, it's 277 miles, and we'll be there at 9:45. Here we go to Houston. We're actually going to Houston proper. Not some small town outside of Houston. Junior, you okay back there?
Yeah.
What time did you get out?
4 in the morning.
I got up at 3:45. How about you, Alex? Did you stay up all night?
I did.
Great. So you're gonna sleep all the way again?
Yep.
Alex is pretty good at getting in the truck and sleeping. Slept almost the whole way to Amarillo. All right, you guys, grab your cup of joe and let's go.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, it's smoking now.
Is it? Yeah, there you go. I can feel it in the steering wheel.
I see some wheels right here.
Where are we gonna stop and change this tire?
Blew out. There's no tire left.
Is it destroyed? I think it's flat. Wow. Blue GTO should be sitting outside. See if you guys can spot it.
You've arrived. Destination is in your left.
Oh, there it is. Covered, you can't see it. It's a good thing we brought a single trailer because we wouldn't have got the 2 car in there, that's for sure. So deal's done, got both cars bought. The garage door is stuck, so we're gonna start fighting that process. And meanwhile, this is Prashant Patel's stomping grounds. Most people don't know that because he is the mayor of Uptown of Dallas, but he actually lives in Houston.
Hey,
right, P?
That's right.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. Everybody knows him from Dallas.
I still live in Dallas part-time.
Yeah, just everywhere. He's a global guy.
Everywhere all the time.
So you know what? You're probably gonna get drug into this if you're gonna see the cars.
I want to see them.
Alex, you ready? He's on the phone. Junior, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So these cars have been parked for a long, long time. And I just finished doing the paperwork on them. Texas titles, and one of them is a one-owner car, which is really cool. How rare is it to find a one-owner 1969 GTO these days? I think very rare. No, the Corvette's not for sale, Alex.
Okay.
That's right. All right, so here's GTO number 1. Let's check it out. Woo, got a little Houston rust on the hood. Then we got multiple sets of keys. We need to make sure that we don't take keys to the Corvette. The Dura bumper looks good. Factory hood tack car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Not a Ram Air car, unfortunately. And this is what happens when you have covers on these cars. Instead of just leaving them exposed to Texas sun, the covers actually hurt them. This car would have been in better shape if it never had a cover on it. Woo! Look at that. All right, you look at the trim tag and see what color this thing is. So it's E, which is Liberty Blue.
Cool.
And then the interior is just blue. I think the interior is 51. So we've got Liberty Blue on blue, which is a cool color combo. All right, and it's a 4-speed. Gotta love that. Four-speed, 8-track, hood tack. 4-speed, 8-track hood tack. Cool car. I was thinking, it's got a license plate on the back.
Yes, it does.
What year?
94.
All right, so this one was last registered in 94. This is going to take a month of Sundays to restore, Alex. Let's hope the one in the garage is better shape. So she said she had 2 contractors out here, Prashant, and they could not get the door up.
Oh, wow.
And we're not contractors.
It's going to be interesting.
That was difficult.
This car has got no power steering and no power brakes.
Wow.
Can you imagine muscling this GTO around? This would have been a handful to drive. You got the door up.
Yeah.
That's quick. So this is a one-owner GTO. See if you can see what the color code is on there. But just by looking at the car, it looks like it's burgundy.
B, burgundy.
No, it's not B. B for burgundy. I thought N was the color code for burgundy. Anyways, interior shows to be black interior.
Black interior?
Woo. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quadrajets. 7, either you like quadrajets or had a lot of problems with them. An original set of floor mats. That's really cool. Look at those. Tan set and the black set. Complete sets. You know how hard the Americana mats are for Jeeps.
Oh, yeah.
This car is not rusty.
Has a rear end in it.
Oh, the rear end is in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another rear
There's
end.
another one in front of it.
Outstanding, because I talked to the son-in-law. He thought the rear end was out of this car. Man, you guys' job's gonna be easy today. It's got the right Rally 2 lug nuts on the back too.
Oh, yes, he oiled it too.
So this is nice. The guy who was doing, as you can see what the humid air did to that GTO sitting outside, he's completely oiled this motor. so it didn't sit here and destroy itself.
You just put grease everywhere. That's cool.
That's really nice. Let's check the number on the front. Remember, it's not the one at the top, it's the one towards the bottom.
WT.
Okay, yeah, WT is correct for manual transmission. 400, that's great.
Yep.
Spin it around a tiny bit, let's see if we can see the VIN. Okay, there's the VIN right there. It looks like the last digits are 1636 maybe, or 1696. And look at this other set of numbers on there. Okay, this is not the motor for that car. 696. So hopefully one of these other motors in there is the right motor.
How many blocks do you have? 3?
Oh.
Yeah, there's some other there's two more blocks back here. So these dual snorkel air cleaners here, 1, 2, is actually the heavy duty air cleaners, you guys. That's good. So I'm betting one of these blocks here probably goes with that car. Let's just hope. Lots of parts and pieces here. Looks like he was planning on restoring both cars. Well, so much for being home tonight at 6 o'clock. This is going to take a while. Prashant, did you bring your gloves?
I did.
Well, I say I'll back up the single car trailer. Let's get wheels and tires on that thing. They've got air in them. And we'll get it out of the way first. Those are some serious flat spots there. All right, let's get it on, man. You guys are cranking. Good. Lockout's still hooked up in this car, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
The bad news is it's working. Oh, yeah. So it's in reverse, and the steering column's locked.
Oh my God.
So we have no steering and can't drag it.
They're good at opening locks.
I left my.
Your head's hitting the power line.
That's not power. that's oh.
Okay.
Aye, that's phone.
Well, bite it then.
I left my rigging set at the house. Otherwise we can do a screwdriver and break the column.
No, I don't want to do that.
All you got is one.
Original Goodyear polyglass tire. That's really neat. So what we're doing now, and we actually have a situation which is a drag. The keys they have are not the right keys for either one of these cars. Reverse lockout's working in the blue car, which is good, but it's bad because it's locked in reverse, so we can't steer it and we can't pull it. So we're kind of stuck. All right.
Or the other thing you could do, and we've done it in the past, is hook on with the winch, drag it until it goes straight, and then winch it up.
Well, it's not that far up, but we're not stuck on Mar. It is kind of a drag. The reverse lockout's working, the linkage is there, so we have no steering. So it's locked in reverse, so the rear end's locked up too. We can't steer it, rear end's locked up. So I say we take the rag joint off so we can steer it, and then just put a floor jack under the back until we get to the ramps.
No,
All right, so if you'll grab the floor jack out of the big trailer, that'd be great. And then Alex, if you just take the rag joint out. They call this a rag joint because it looks like it's made out of rags. Right there. So if we undo this right here, we can steer the wheels by hand. It's kind of a drag on having the keys, but. And then we'll put a floor jack under the back, get it all the way to the ramps. Once the rear wheels are on the ramps, it'll drag the rest of the way. A little bit of a slow process, but we'll get it. Okay, so this car's not for sale. We decided to look inside it to see if these keys were in it, and there's a huge key ring, so maybe we'll be lucky. Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
I love it! Whose idea was it to look in the Corvette?
Mine.
This guy. All right, we just made our life so much easier. So, did you pop it out of reverse?
I'll let you get inside.
Yeah. So reverse lockout, which you know this, but a lot of the viewers don't know this. When you throw these cars in reverse, the steering column actually clicks over and locks the column. Yep. So you are stuck. So amazing. We found the keys. They had them in the wrong car, so the Corvette keys are probably here. We'll put the Corvette keys in the right car and get it out of reverse. I'm going to let Alex do that so he can get dirtier than he already is. And now that you turn the ignition forward, pull it out of reverse, it moves over, and we're free. So there we go. We went from incredibly difficult to easy. The brakes aren't even locked up. So this key was in the Corvette. I just reached in there. Look at this, Alex. And it's burgundy.
Okay.
So somehow somebody shoved that key in that. So that blue one was on the Corvette keychain, and this was in the ignition switch of that. I think one of those is a Corvette key.
Cool.
All right, Sean, I think I got it.
Well, this one,
Hold on.
key opens the trunk.
Okay, stick that in there, leave it in there, we know what it is. We'll load the trunk of parts. I bet you this is this one. This was literally in the ignition of that Corvette.
Let's see.
Ah! That was it, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Got it.
Okay, now that one's unlocked.
So we got trunk and ignition.
Outstanding. So is there one in the trunk now?
Yep.
One in the ignition? Yep. All right. There's a lesson learned. If there's another car around, look in that car for keys. So instead of losing these on the highway, I'm just going to pull these trim pieces off. I like to reuse the original stuff when we're storing something that just fits better. And those would not have survived the trip, I don't think.
Huh. I always wondered how they did that.
Well, there's actually a tool to do this. Set myself up for that, didn't I?
It's right there.
Well, this is pretty tough. Let's see if those guys got a trim tool. Now, look at that. Didn't bend them, didn't damage them at
Well,
all.
that's perfect.
That car they ordered and bought new in Virginia. This is the original 1969 license plate for that car. So once we put all the paperwork together and the history on this, it's gonna be really cool. It looks like he wiped some type of oil or something on there to protect it. Really neat. All right, after looking around the garage, Junior and Alex have been moving parts. It looks like these cars are definitely complete. Look at all the parts in the trunk. Car's full. Look at this. Full. And they still got a ton of stuff to move, huh, Alex?
Yep.
You ready? You don't have to work out anymore this week.
It's true.
Okay. Looks like if we hold the door up, we can probably get it out.
I can do my shoulder on it.
We'll get it out. Yep. I'm excited about this car. I mean, a one-owner GTO is so cool. Junior, you push, Alex, you pull, and I'll steer, and Sean, you clap.
No, I got the door.
Okay. Love it. So, rolls.
You're good.
How cool is that?
That's cool.
The first time it's seen the light of day in a long, long time.
Yeah, body's in really, really, really good shape.
Yeah, this car's in good shape. So,
You used out the engine bay.
please, everybody listen, if you're going to leave a car outside, do not put a cover on it. That car rusted from the top down. It's probably good underneath. Or store it inside like this one was.
Yeah.
Better yet, just sell it.
Sell it to us.
Call us. Social at cvjeep.com. We'll come by. So here's the newest plate on this one, 1986. So do the easy math on that. 21 plus 14 is 35 years. It's been in that garage. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get all these parts to the trailer.
Both trailers.
So we obviously collected parts over the years to keep these cars going and or to restore the blue car. We've got hood hinges, we've got the doors. That's actually the hood of the burgundy car. It's nice. blue fenders for the blue car. I mean, there's more than enough stuff here. Cars are definitely 100% complete. Even got bumpers up here in the rafters. Look at that. That's why I said make sure you look up. Wow. You never have too many Pontiac parts though. Code 16 heads. These are nice heads. You Pontiac guys know that. Looks like it's in good shape. So when did you learn crisscross applesauce?
What the hell is crisscross applesauce?
That is crisscross applesauce. Either you've been in trouble or you went to summer camp.
Oh, I was always in trouble, sir.
Over this stuff so it didn't get flash rusted. Kind of cool. I mean, this will be an extremely nice original rally wheel once you clean this off. Might be Cosmoline, I'm not sure what it's doing there. It's like a blue dash pad for the blue interior. No, it's black. I thought it was blue.
Yeah, that's men's room.
So these are really neat right here, Sean. When you're finishing a restoration, a lot of times this stuff's missing. Proper jacks. Look, Alex, the lug wrench is there, the base is there, everything.
Oh, cool.
Just finishes off the trunk, and like we saw earlier, that original polyglass tire.
Yeah.
Original jack, original wheel and tire, kind of neat. So check this out. These are all date coded like the Mopar ones.
Oh, cool.
69. How cool is that? This is a really neat piece. You seen one like this? Spare tire hold down?
No.
Okay, so it twists like this, comes up, locks down. Really hard piece to find. I mean, that car, being an original owner car and him saving every little thing,
Yeah.
that's such a cool car. There you go. Safety first. That's one way to do it. I got the expensive stuff here. Don't worry guys, I got this handle. Gotta figure it out. Smarter, not harder, right, Sean? Used to have one of these when I was a kid. Don't worry, Alex, I got the expensive stuff. Really not a problem. I like that. Look at that. Radio flyer, how cool is that?
God, I haven't seen one since I was like this big.
That was a long time ago, too.
A couple of years.
Well, this is expensive stuff, sir. I brought that right to you.
Thank you. Can we buy the wagon?
Yeah, I thought you were going to get the
Not yet. I would imagine that probably motion attached to that. It is fun. Let me go see what else I can find. See y'all in a minute. Okay, so the guys got the back room cleaned out. You can see the motors sitting there. There's 4 motors there. Are they all Pontiac motors, Alex? Did you look at them?
Yeah, they're all 400 bucks.
Okay. So we got 4 more shots at it being the right motor. That one's not the correct motor. So these cars have been sitting here since 85, 86. Do you think this engine degreaser can work?
I hope so.
It did. Look at that. So there's 2 of them on the right way. $6875, the last 4 digits. That is not what we're looking for. We're looking for something like 155257, I believe. It's a YS, so that is not the motor we're looking for.
WT.
Okay, WT, so that's it. Look at that. Ah! Money. Right there. 152557. The original motor for a 169 GTO. That's
Cool.
a big deal. It really is. Very cool. Power of positive thinking. That car is definitely going to go back to stock.
Yeah.
It looked to be original paint to me. Did you see anything led you to believe to be different?
No.
Awesome. The right motor's here. The third one. All right, cool. So we're down to loading a pair of cylinder heads and 4 more or 5 blocks.
Yep.
You know, these codes here, these are good motors for somebody else.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, this is one we want to be careful with all of them, but most careful with this one. Very cool. All right. We're just going to create some padding for the engines. We found the original motor. Did you? Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah, that's not the right one. Good motor. Oh, looks like it's got the So, like I was telling you guys inside there, look at this. That car is a 3-speed car, not a 4-speed. So when this car was ordered, they checked the manual transmission box, but they didn't check the 4-speed box, so it defaulted back to a 3-speed. This is really neat. I looked everywhere and outside and couldn't find this. This is a big missing piece of the puzzle. And we did find the original engine out there. So we got the original engine. I imagine this has got to be the original transmission. Can't quite read the numbers, but I imagine it's got to be original transmission. So we got a 3-speed. That's really neat. And an Enduro bumper, which you guys know these are hard to find. Looks like a nice one too. There's a whole room full of NOS stuff in there. So I mean, he literally collected everything to go through both those cars. How many motors we got left?
2 more.
Okay. We found the motor, now we got the transmission. So we're there. That's a great car. It's really hard to find one of these, Alex. It's not damaged. Move if we need to.
I thought I was only supposed to drive.
Oh, you did one there.
Got all the motors?
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot
Okay, well we need to. We don't think it's in very good shape, but how smooth this is going to be. But what you got there? Transmission for the burgundy one. 3-speed.
That's rad.
That's a good missing piece of the puzzle right there. Incredible selection of Pontiac workshop manuals. Awesome.
That's a good score.
So lights out to this garage. It's the first time somebody's been in here and moved stuff since 1986. A very cool find. All right. That was a lot of work. Sean, Alex, Junior killed it. This trailer is full. That car is full of parts too. Wow. I'm just glad we brought a lot of horsepower today. We needed everybody. So we're gonna jump back in and head back to Dallas. This took considerably longer than we had imagined. It is now 2:30 and we left Dallas at 5:30. So Sam Houston's most famous quote was, "Govern wisely and as little as possible." We need more of that. Thanks for what you did, Sam. Pretty cool, huh? He was a big dude.
Oh, I got something spicy.
Can you pass the brisket?
Yes. I think we should just pass these things around. So we're at Woody's. We did the all-in. We got 2 pounds of every meat. Which I think will be enough. Every side, every fixin'. Bacon wrapped jalapenos, bacon wrapped quail, sausage. Everybody's starving. That'll be good. How is it, Sean? Is it as good as you remember from last time?
It is.
As a matter of fact, we bought so much food, we got a free loaf of Wonder Bread. Get you some of that. So there you have it, the All In at Woody's. We bought so much that we got a free loaf of Wonder Bread. And I'll tell you what, All In at Woody's is not that expensive. It's actually cheaper than the All In at Taco Bell by $24. How do I know that?
Don't ask.
So next time you guys are hungry, passing through Centerville, we're gonna come to a cool place that's not total chaos inside. Great selection, and Sean loves it. Love it. On to Dallas. Well, I personally think that's a better looking skyline than Houston. What do you guys think? And we're back. 14 and a half hours. If we didn't have Junior and Sean P today, Alex and I and Zach would still be in Houston. So thanks a ton to Hugo Jr. and Sean P for helping us today. Alex and I are grateful that we're back. And Zach on the camera is super grateful he's back. Sean went to his house with the other trailer because he's tired, but we got the Liberty blue on blue. 404 barrel, 4-speed, 69 GTO on the trailer. We're back at Collins Brothers. We will see you next time. Please like, tag, share, and follow. It was a great rescue. Right?
Yep.
Look at the excitement.